Right, this is the part where I am a wishy-washy piece of shit now.
The Bakram are our true enemy. We must work together if we are to stop them.
Good. You see the truth of it. I expected no less of our young hero.
You've both gone mad! I'll take no part in this!
Vice, wait!
Let him go. We must away to the Duke.
Vice! Damn him! Am I so naive? Do I know so little of the world?
Four weeks had passed since the fall of the Archaeopolis of Rhyme. Swift on the heels of their victory, the Bakram continued their southward march. Their advance proceeded, until they met an unyielding line of fierce Wallister and Galgastani resistance. This left the Golborza plain locked in a bitter stalemate, with neither side able to score the decisive blow needed to gain the upper hand. Abuna Brunton, leader of the Bakram armies, needed a quick solution. Their forces stood equally matched. Should Duke Ronray succeed in bringing the whole of the Gargastani army to his side, the scales would tilt sharply in the Duke's favor. The Abuna beseeched the Dark Knights for aid, yet they showed no signs of stirring from Fidok Castle. And sure as he was of his own forces, Duke Ronray took little consolation in the Dark Knight's restraint. In private, he had begun to wonder whether the pact they had struck still held. Now, both sides waited for the stone that would tip the balance in their favor.
What am I to do with you, Barbers, huh? One cannot deny your insubordination. To act without leave of the High Champion is strictly forbidden, whatever the circumstance. Time and again you were ordered to return, and each time you've ignored your orders. Only now do you deign to grace these halls. I am galled.
Galling, yes. The obstinate lout. Go on. Beg forgiveness.
You talk too much, Martin, and I have an ill temper.
What was I to do? Deny the Regent? Impossible.
We do not answer to Branton. Speak true. You learned that the Zenobian Knights were in Rhyme and sought to do battle. Is it not so?
Enough, Balsaphon. What's done is done.
Welcome back, Lord Commander. Ah, I see Ozma and Oz accompany you.
What word of the Wallister?
They rally their troops on Golborza, yet they do not make to march.
I should think not. The Duke has but a tenuous grasp on Galgastan. Dispatch an envoy. Explain our position to the Duke, and renew our vow to remain unaligned.
And the Bakram? I cannot imagine the Regent sits idle.
Brandon will be made Hierophant. His age-old wish fulfilled. If that does not content him, nothing will. Controlling the Isles is not our mandate, nor can we afford the Zenobians to perceive elsewise. If we are to avoid giving them cause to intervene in Valeria, we must shun the sword in favor of the olive branch. So long as we are the advocates of peace, they dare not act. Is that clear, Barbas?
Aye.
I'm sending you to Heim.
But Heim is leagues from the front.
Steady, Barbas. I do not intend for you to serve as a castellan for the Regent, if that is your fear. Abuna Prancet was being held in Heim Castle. Unfortunately, a band of rebels saw fit to free him.
What?
The work of the Liberation Front, no doubt. Regardless, I would prefer our true task remain secret. Manaflora's whereabouts elude us. And now, Abuna, the only man who might know, has gone missing as well. Barbas, I task you with a mission of utmost import. Recapture Abuna Prancet, whatever the cost.
Yes, Lord Commander.
The two of you are to deal with the Liberation Front. Too long have we suffered them to move unchecked.
On the honor of House Glacius, my brother and I will see it so.
Common rabble. There'll be little trouble.
And Doris's search for Manaflora is to continue. You and Martin are to proceed with our negotiations with the Duke.
As my lord wishes, so shall it be.
This is not very different from... Which makes sense, we haven't changed much.
What part of the Galgastani have joined our cause?
Half their men, perhaps a little more. Another third have deserted.
Then the rest are loyalists who will cleave to Balbatos until the bitter end.
Few as they are, they were the backbone of his army, the best of the best. Their support in the crofts and villages runs deep. They'll not fall easily.
Who better to see that they do? Spare not a moment.
It shall be done.
The Bakram show no signs of moving further south. There's solace in that. Perhaps some faint breath remains in our pact with the Dark Knights. Let us send another envoy and remove all doubt. And you, my hero of Goliath, are to hunt down Vice Bozek, who fled behind the enemy's lines scarce a month past.
Must we avenge ourselves upon him?
You do not understand the creature you hunt. Indeed, he must seem a strange species to you. You and I share common conviction, however different our methods and means. Else why would you have returned to my halls? Vice is different. He fights not for convictions or ideals, but out of some base bloodlust. Unguided by higher philosophy, he acts without thought. Judged by your measure, he is useless. And how that must enrage him. Now he thrusts this rage at you, his one-time friend, a hero to all the world. I had held out hope that Vice might return this past month. But too much time has passed. Were we to wait any longer, we risk him becoming a grave threat to our resistance.
But to put a price on his head, is that not going too far?
It pains me, truly. But it is the needful course, Kashua.
Will you say nothing in his defense, Denon?
Do not look for Vice to return. Not while I'm still here.
As ever, my words fall on deaf ears. Fine. Do as you like.
Kashua!
Let her go, Denim.
Then we are agreed? Yeah, I'd nearly forgotten. Sir Mirden has returned.
He has? Were there any others?
He and Warren, that's all. Warren suffered a grievous wound. No doubt a visit from you would do much to cheer him.
The men stand ready, Sir Leonard.
I will join them with all haste. Denham, let's away. I know this sits ill with you, but it is our duty.
Yeah.
I make my offer one final time. Answer me, and your lives will be spared. Who leads your band of stragglers, and where is he? Your answer.
You may take a Galgastani knight's freedom, Leonard, but never his pride. We do not sell friends, not even for the unkindest price. Would you do any different?
I suppose I wouldn't. Very well.
Then...
Then we shall hold a public execution. However, in deference to your honor, we will not bind you and will furthermore arm you as befits your former station. If you truly desire freedom, fight for it.
Clansmen of Galgastan, tell our wives and children of how we died here today, of our last service to our homeland, and tell them to avenge us.
Words in the wind, soldier. Our ears are deaf to your cries. We know you who pledge fealty to Balbatos are the true blight upon this land.
Damn. Oh, wow.
Glory to Galveston.
Your leader's sword lies silent. Will you fight on? Then justice has been served. Those surviving will join our ranks from this day forth. We will show them that Wallister do not scorn those who embrace our cause.
Canopus. And Denim too. I'm glad to see you both well.
And you, Sir Mirrodin.
How is he?
The Starseer remains lost in the mists of sleep, but he draws breath and is whole of body.
That is well then. And Lancelot and Gildas, have they not returned?
I've seen neither since the night of the Buckram attack.
It was Sir Gildas who saved me from the Dark Knight's swords that night. Would that I had been warrior enough to return the favor.
I'm sure both will return unharmed. And besides, there was little you could do. I hear you search for Vice. You know where he makes his den?
No, but there is a price on its head. Not many places where a wanted man can hide.
Indeed.
He would have to go to ground, or well under it, to hide from both the Resistance and what remains of the Galgastoni.
Aye. As we were leaving Rhyme, I received report that a company led by an unnamed Dark Knight had taken to the high road. A commander he was, called to Heim to help defend the town from partisans.
Of course, these partisans must be the Liberation Front. They intend to strike the fortress at Bode, I'm sure of it. If Vice should be there...
They'll have his head in a sack by morn.
We ought make for Heim at once, Denham. How will you ride, Mirrodin?
With your party, of course. Denham, I know you serve his grace, but I also know you would not leave Vice to die an ignoble death. Good. Let us ride.
Okay, I still don't know where I'm going though. Oh. Okay. Alright. I didn't even look. Store HP, perform an attack, and cards. God damn it.
Gave us quite a chase, Abuna. But now it's back to Heim for you.
Godless woman. You killed them all.
Our work is done, Oz. We withdraw.
Hold, sister. I've another prize. The leader of the rabble. Bring her forward. Slew every Bakram soldier that marched with us from Rhine, this one did. A real firebrand. But she doesn't hold a candle to you, dear sister.
Kill me and have done with it.
Saria, you live!
Forgive me, Abuna. This is not how I meant to meet again.
You've no cause to seek forgiveness. It is I who have troubled you.
If you see my father, tell him his daughter met an honorable death.
Is this touching melodrama played out? Take him away.
Think not on the grave, Saria. Live, and know they dare not kill me.
What do you plan to do with her, Oz?
She'll make a fine gift for the High Champion, I should think.
Oh, I recall no order to take her alive. Besides, look at her. She'd sooner choke on her own tongue than go a willing captive.
Her eyes give the truth to your words. What am I to do with her, sister?
You rely on me too much, little brother. Decide for yourself.
Ooh, such bile. So be it. But where to begin? Darkest lords of We Review, grab fast these legs and drag them down.
You've a wicked streak, Oz. Enjoy your games, but don't tarry too long.
Run, if you can.
Name your conspirators and the location of their fastness, and I'll spare your meager life.
Damn! We're too late!
Let's go, Denim.
Saria! We're coming!
I've drunk my fill of these Wallister dregs. A Dark Knight's work is never done.
Fucking run away, lady? Yes. That poison, you piece of shit. pretty good.
Saria, my dear sister!
A sister? I'll be sure you're close at hand to watch your sibling draw her last breath.
Why have you come back, Sistina? Leave this place while you can. You walked away from the Liberation Front. This is not your battle.
Isn't it though?
I've come to save you, you ungrateful fool!
Extremely.
I cannot bear to lose my sister, and the Front cannot bear to lose its leader.
Senseless blather. The Liberation Front is dead. We hacked its body to bits with our swords. Only the head, such as it is, remains.
Front or no, while we draw breath, our deeds can yet change Valeria.
I didn't mean to do that.
You're a formidable lot. Still rabble, yet perhaps not so common.
Now that you know your enemy, you would do well to lay down your sword. To do otherwise is to throw yourself upon it.
Damn.
You dare threaten me, base-born knave? How I hate these wretched isles and all who dwell upon them. You squabble over Valeria like beggars over scraps. The sooner she is rid of you, the better.
Show him no quarter!
Why has she not cast any of these? Whatever. You know what? I'm not even mad.
If you had an inkling of all this world encompassed, you would know the piddling place you held in it. But you do not. And so are your isles forever mired in blood and death.
You and your kind brought this war to our shores!
No. You have summoned us here. We come to quiet the storm. We bring order where there is chaos. Peace where there is war.
Do all Knights of Lotus mantle themselves in such twisted truths?
The dwarf lectures the giant? You are more fool than I thought. Lotus is a land of kings. Think you we care about the scraps of some unruly rabble? What can you know? You who hasten toward your own destruction. Destroy yourselves as you like, but do not visit your ruin upon us. the likes of you get the better of me.
Yep.
Do you not have doubts about the course you pursue?
My friends may be lost, but my battle is not over. Denim, your father, Abuna Prancet. He lives. We held him safe in our care until a short while ago.
What? How? Where is he?
The Dark Knights left with him just before you arrived.
Why would they bestir themselves over one man?
The Dark Knights care nothing for who rules the Isles. Denim, it is your father, Prancet Pavel, whom they seek.
What could they possibly want with him?
I know little more than you, but I can offer one piece of the puzzle. They seek someone, or something, called Mana Flora. Whatever it may be, they are bent on finding it. And there is but one man who knows where it is.
My father.
Your father holds the key to this war.
What? So Goliath was all just to capture my father?
You had best leave. There's no knowing when they might return.
And what will you do, sister?
I mean to help Abuna Prancet.
Alone? Foolishness! What can you hope to accomplish? She'll not listen to me. Perhaps you could dissuade her from this madness.
Madness is a bit... well, yes. What if you were to come with us?
I'm sorry, but I will not serve under a duke who sanctions the slaughter of innocents. Besides, I have my own duties as head of the Liberation Front. I owe it to our fallen to carry on.
Oh, sister.
Look after Sistina for me.
Father lives. I must tell Koshua.
Alright, I think I'm gonna take a break. So I'm gonna need to do some, So she's getting mad at me because I went neutral. And I need to lower her up. The way to do that is to go to some training. Because they love learning new skills. That's their favorite thing in the world, I guess. Wait.
Then you're telling me we don't know where Bozek has gone?
That's right, my lord. Nor did the Dark Knights give any indication they knew.
This business with the Dark Knights. Why did you engage them?
I don't understand, my lord.
You knew full well that Galgastan had not yet been brought to heel. But still you slew a champion of the Dark Knights.
We can ill afford to make an enemy of them now. You were tasked with finding the renegade Vice Bozek, were you not? Better to leave the rabble-rousers to fend for themselves.
I couldn't.
Enough! What's done is done. Dispatch an envoy to Fidok. There is yet time to settle this with ink and quill.
Yes, my lord.
Further, we will raise the price on Bozek's head to 10,000 goth.
Shall be done.
We cannot suffer him to come and go as he wills. With a bounty so high, he will think twice before making his presence known. As for the rest, it is in the hands of the headhunters. Our foremost concern is rooting out what followers of Balbatos remain and securing Caritini. To which end, I want you to travel to Ashton.
To find these followers of Balbatos?
Difficult to say. We only know that you face a formidable foe. We've not heard from one of our companies stationed in Ashton for some time. We believe them responsible. What's worse, the casualties were not limited to our soldiers. Many small folk have turned up dead as well. Our response must be swift, decisive. I wish for you to lead it. I trust I may rely upon you.
Yes, my lord.
Splendid. You're to leave at once. Oh, there was one other thing. Scarce more than a rumor, in truth.
We are told that a man matching the description of the Zenobian knight Sir Gildas has been seen in Ashton.
Sir Gildas? What would he be doing there?
Took fright and fled from Rhine, no doubt. Bloody coward.
Sir Gildas is no coward!
Silence! I'll not have you at each other's throats. Go to Ashton. Send back word of what has happened. I know our hero will not disappoint.
I feel dirty.
Sister, wait!
What does the great hero need of me?
Please, don't. You're still upset, aren't you?
If you have no urgent need, I'll be on my way.
It's father. He's alive.
What? So he lives. What now?
What now? We rescue him. What else?
Even if he's no true father to us.
What do you mean?
I mean, we are orphans, brother. He is not our father. Not by blood, at any rate.
No. No. Who told you this? It's a lie. It must be.
It is no lie. I overheard him talking about it once.
long ago. In all the world, you're the only family I have.
Why tell me this only now?
Because you're leaving me.
Leaving you? Scarce a moment goes by we are not at each other's side. And so it shall remain. I will never leave you.
There is the lie. Someday you will cast me aside as you did Vice.
No, sister.
I'm alone without you!
Koshua!
Okay, now taking a break.